Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 3 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Wilson where a shooting allegedly happened earlier today. Now officials say they are aware of reports of shots being fired in the area of Walmart in Wilson and are on scene investigating that shooting. Now a person who was inside Walmart at the time of the shooting tells us that it happened in the area of the barber shop inside the store. Now, once shots were fired, people began panicking, trying to get out of the store. According to officials, at this time, it has been determined that it is not an active shooter situation. Police are asking the public to remain clear of the area while the investigation continues. We will do what we can to bring you more information as it becomes available from police. And of course, this Christmas is one that is going to be remembered by the Pope as it is his first Christmas. Pope Leo's first Christmas as the pontiff begins really already. Molly Hunter has more on the meaning behind it and all the preparations that are going into his first Christmas.
As Pope Leo XIV prepares to celebrate his first Christmas as leader of the Roman Catholic Church, the crowds in St. Peter's Square have been massive, especially on the final weekend before Christmas. Blessing tiny baby Jesus figurines, but mostly emphasizing hope, his theme this season. With hope, we come to light. Hope is generative, he said this week. This is true strength. It is evil that generates nothing. In the first 8 months of his pontificate, the 70-year-old American Pope has been busy. And it's been a smooth transition, says Chicago Cardinal Supich, who's known Leo for years.
It looks like he was, came out of central casting, made for the job. He just seemed to fit in and take the role almost naturally.
Speaking with NBC News outside of Castel Gandolfo last month, Leo encouraged Americans of all faiths to give thanks.
To recognize that we all have received so many gifts. First and foremost, the gift of life, the gift of faith, the gift of unity.
That same week, embarking on his first international trip to Turkey and Lebanon, finding his diplomatic footing, speaking out about immigration and Gaza, hosting Ukrainian President Zelensky, and criticizing President Trump's disregard for his long-standing European allies.
The remarks that are made about Europe, also in interviews recently, I think are trying to break apart what I think needs to be a very important alliance today and in the future.
All the while putting on a show of festive cheer this month.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Including a concert with Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé, your Italian is wonderful. Thank you so much.
And an opportunity for our own Carson Daly to meet Leo. At the Vatican, there was the lighting of the tree and nativity scene in St. Peter's Square, meeting the youngest of nativity actors. And at Christmas, Cardinal Supich says Leo will likely return to that theme of hope.
So I imagine he's going to really drill down on the message of hope. It's a year of hope, which we need in the world today because there are so many reasons to be discouraged.
And again, that was Molly Hunter reporting. We now turn to your weather forecast. Everything looking nice, sunny, and dry right now. But coming up tomorrow, things are going to be looking a little bit different. We're going to have a chance of some very light showers rolling across eastern North Carolina. Model runs continue to try to give us a little bit more than what I think is actually going to come to fruition. But everyone should be prepared again for some light drops coming down at times tomorrow. If you've got some outdoor toys you may be giving a loved one, understand that maybe an umbrella could be handy later on in the day. Let's take a look at what we've got across the southeastern United States. And right now, everything looking pretty clear. It's further back towards the west. You can kind of see some of those rain showers across, looks like parts of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Those showers off on the kind of the left-hand corner of your screen there, those again are going to make a pretty fast pass across the country and get pushed into eastern North Carolina. Well, it's really another area of low pressure that's going to pick up some more moisture out of really kind of the the high moisture content air over the Great Lakes. That's actually going to be pushing a lot of that moisture into eastern North Carolina. But right now, none of that is showing up on your radar picture, which, again, want to highlight that everything looks dry and sunny outside right now. Doesn't really look like we've got an opportunity for rain coming up over the next few days. But higher humidity plus a weak front will lead to, again, some light drops. And those are going to be moving in more so tomorrow morning than tonight. So if you're worried about, Santa making his rounds, rain showers not a big factor in tonight's forecast for Santa. Here's a look at, Ken, the latest model run, trying to give us some heavier showers across parts of the east. I'm not putting too much stock into that, but we will be seeing some raindrops at times coming up for your Christmas day. Christmas evening, a lot of those showers start to pull away from the coast. We're not looking at a completely soaked day, but we can't say that there's going to be one specific hour where we are completely confident we're going to be 100% rain-free. Now, air temperatures right now reading in the low 70s to upper 60s for many inland areas. Once you get closer to the water, though, you're seeing a little bit more of that cool air factor in. In fact, still looking at the mid-50s right now in Hatteras and Manteo. Earlier today, both of those areas were warmer than where they're at right now, so we actually have seen some cooling over the past few hours. Normal this time of year is right around the upper 50s, so just about everybody except for the Outer Banks is above our seasonal average. For the rest of this afternoon, we're pretty much reached our peak high temperature. We're now looking at cooling conditions. Cloud cover will really start to build over the east between 7, 8, 9, and 10 p.m. From there, overnight lows really start to slow down that cooling, ending up in the upper 30s for early tomorrow morning. Now, here's kind of a big picture look of exactly what's on the way. You'll note, again, some of that moisture getting drawn out of the Great Lakes area and then pushed down into eastern North Carolina by that area of low pressure and the warm front that's attached to it. Most of the rain, again, is going to be falling across Virginia, but some of those drops will extend far enough south into the east to give us some raindrops as well. Friday, we can't call it completely dry either, giving it about a 10-20% chance of rain, as all of the rain you're seeing back towards the Great Lakes, that's going to follow pretty much the same path as those other showers, because they're going to get pushed by that area of high pressure back towards Texas and Oklahoma, which is forcing everything kind of from the northwest down to the southeast. So as far as what's to come beyond just Christmas Day, well, Friday, day after Christmas, it's going to be cloudy, that's for sure. But we also, again, will be tracking a few isolated showers out there. Friday will be a cooler day because of the cloud cover and the rain potential. 54 degrees, quite a bit cooler than tomorrow's mid to upper 60s. We'll return to the upper 60s on both Saturday and Sunday, and then next week we get slapped with the reality of winter, and that's that you can't hang on to the warm temperatures for too long before things turn on you. 50 degrees on Monday. 38 on Tuesday. We're going to have a dry front move over eastern North Carolina late Sunday evening, more so early Monday morning, and that's going to cap Monday's air temps from getting too toasty, but then really drive air temperatures down as we head through Tuesday. Overnight lows Monday night to Tuesday morning, 26 degrees. Tuesday high, 38, and then back down into the mid to upper 20s for Tuesday night and New Year's Eve night. So we are looking at a chilly end of 2025 and a chilly start to 2026. But this is winter, and that's what winter is supposed to do. Well, that's all we have time for today's 3 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Christmas Eve. We'll see you back here coming up at 4.